Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Wednesday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today we're going to begin we're still doing NBA 2K21, but this time we're going to start a new series. It's called the Old Time Teams. So the Old Time Teams is basically where all the great players from one NBA franchise, like I'm going to use the Los Angeles Lakers for example. Magic Johnson was one of the greatest players in Lakers history. Jerry West, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Shaquille O'Neal were all greats for the Lakers. They all play in one, I call it super team in a way. I mean, it's just past and present players that played for those teams. And it's pretty interesting. And most of those players are at least a 90, from 80 to 99 overall. LeBron James is on the Lakers all time now. They added him this year. And we're going to begin the starting five. So it will be a matchup between the OKC Thunder against the Los Angeles Lakers. So for the OKC Thunder, they got Gary Payton, Russell Westbrook, Ray Allen, Kevin Durant, and Shawn Kemp. For the LA Lakers, they got Magic Johnson, Jerry West, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Shaquille O'Neal. Keep in mind for the OKC Thunder, most of these players on the old-time team did play for the Seattle SuperSonics, and the Seattle SuperSonics left Washington in 2008 and moved to Oklahoma. So players like Gary Payton, Ray Allen, and Shawn Kemp are examples of Seattle SuperSonics players. Just keep that in mind. Anyways, we'll see you at tip-off. Here we are at the Staples Center in the 2-1-3 and the 3-1-0 in LA, and the Los Angeles Lakers do win the tip-off, and Shaquille O'Neal makes his first points of the game. There is a shooting foul. It was on Shawn Kemp. So Shaquille O'Neal does go to the free-throw line, and he gets a extra point there. So it's now going to be 3-0 Los Angeles Lakers. So now Gary Payton has the basketball possession. KD makes 2 points in the paint there. So now I'm going to pass it to Kobe Bryant, who went to Lower Merion High School in Ardmore, PA, not far from Philadelphia. And he got drafted straight out of high school in 1996, though. But interesting fact, he was 17 at the time he got drafted because he did not turn 18 years old. So Kobe Bryant was born in 78. And I think the draft was June of 96. So he was 17. His parents had to co-sign the deal to make him an NBA player, so he actually did that. So he didn't turn 18 until August 23rd of 1996. So he played in the NBA when he was 18 until his retirement 5 years ago. And Kobe Bryant, he's going to shoot this in from mid-range, and he makes 2 points count. So Kobe Bryant, he has 7 points in this game for the Los Angeles Lakers. So now Gary Payton has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to KD. And KD loses the ball. And Russell Westbrook, he's going to shoot this in from long range 3. And it's now going to be 8-10. So I'm going to pass this to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, passing it to Jerry West, and Magic Johnson shoots this in for 3 points, and it's now going to be 13-8 here in Los Angeles, California. So now Gary Payton, he loses the basketball. Kobe Bryant picks it up for the Lakers, and Kobe, he makes 2 points there in the paint, and it's now 8-15. So now Russell Westbrook has possession of the basketball. He's going to dribble, and it looks like he's going to shoot it in for another 3. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar does get the rebound, though, and it's now Kareem's time to dunk with one hand. He makes it in the paint. He does score his first 2 points of the game. And Russell Westbrook, he loses the basketball, and it goes out of bounds. The old-time Thunder claim the possession of the basketball. Alright, now the Thunder have possession of the basketball, and it looks like Paul George, who is now with the LA Clippers, passes it to Johnson, and Dennis Johnson loses the ball. Elgin Baylor steals the basketball, and he's going to go up in the paint. This will be Baylor's first steal of the game here for the LA Lakers. And as many of you guys may or may not know, he just died 3 weeks ago at the age of 86. I think it was March 22nd. And now he's going to pass this to LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native. And the Akron, Ohio native shoots it in for 3, and it's now going to be 22-10. And Paul George loses the basketball. LeBron James, he's going to go up and he dunks it in one-handed. And he also got drafted straight out of high school as well, just like Kobe Bryant, like I said about 2 minutes ago. But LeBron was automatically 18 because he turned 18 on December 30th. He was born in 84, and LeBron James, he makes that nice move, and he gets it in for 2 points, a decent layup there, and this will end the first quarter. And this ends the first quarter. The LA Lakers are leading by 16 points. Alright, now the OKC Thunder. Paul George has possession of the basketball. He loses it. Elgin Baylor makes his second steal, and he makes the second dunk. Makes his second dunk of the game. And it's now going to be 28-10 here in Los Angeles, California. Paul George loses the basketball again, and LeBron James, he's going to make a spectacular dunk. And it's now going to be 30-10. So Johnson has possession of the basketball. Johnson and Bryant are both wearing number 24, and Kobe, I'm gonna pass this to Wilt Chamberlain, and Bryant with the assist there. And he's also a Philadelphia, PA native. Him and Kobe were both born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but Chamberlain played for the Sixers. Kobe did not, but his father, Joe Bryant, actually played for the Philadelphia 76ers in the mid to late 70s. And he is featured on the 76-77 Philadelphia 76ers. Joe Bryant, I don't know what number he wore, but I'm guessing he wore 24, just like his son Kobe. And the Thunder do take a timeout. Alright, now Russell Westbrook, he tries to shoot it in for 3. I'm going to pass the ball to Pau Gasol, who now plays in his home country of Spain for FC Barcelona basketball. And he has a younger brother named Marc Gasol, who plays for the Los Angeles Lakers now. And there were rumors saying that Pau was going to join the Lakers if his brother Marc did, but it turns out he didn't actually join the LA Lakers. He was still a free agent and decided to play in Spain. So now Gary Payton has possession of the basketball. He's going to shoot it in for 2 points. So now this is going to be 41-14. Payton, by the way, does get his first 2 points of the game, and LeBron James makes a spectacular dunk. So Wilt Chamberlain with the assist there. He always is well known for that one-handed dunk. Back on Christmas Day, I think a couple years ago, he made a spectacular dunk. And it was in this stadium. He was in Miami, wearing number 6. So LeBron James, he makes a decent layup, but there is a foul. It's on Russell Westbrook. So they have to go to the free-throw line. And LeBron James misses it. And now Ray Allen has possession of the basketball. Kevin Durant makes it in for mid-range. So LeBron James, he's going to pass it to Kobe Bryant, who were teammates back in the 08 Summer Olympics in Beijing, as well as 2012 London. So Gary Payton has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to KD. And KD makes it in for 2, and it's now 47-20. I'm going to pass this to Kobe Bryant, and he's going to shoot this in for 3. And that is going to count for the Los Angeles Lakers. So he's going to pass it to Payton, and then Russell Westbrook. He still has possession of the ball. Pau Gasol, steals the ball, and he makes that one-handed dunk, and we'll see you guys in the second half. Anyway, this is the beginning of the third quarter here in Los Angeles, California. Kevin Durant, he passes the ball to his teammate Russell Westbrook, and LeBron James, who beat KD and Russell Westbrook in the 2012 finals. I know he didn't play for LeBron. He had 18 points in today's episode, 10 of which were in the paint. So nearly half of his points, well, a little over half of his points were in the paint. So that's interesting to see. And now Kevin Durant, he's going to step back and shoot this in for 3, well, maybe 2. But KD has 10 points in this game, and I'm going to pass it to Jerry West. He is the man on the NBA logo. And now this is going to be 56-22 here in Los Angeles. So now Jerry West makes the steal, and he goes in, just shoots it in for 2. So it's now 58-22. He scores his first 4 points of the game. He is now the executive, I think, for the LA Clippers, to my knowledge. So Magic Johnson, he makes the steal, boxes out, gets it in. So it's now 60-22 here in Los Angeles, California. So now Gary Payton has possession of the basketball, and he's going to pass it to Russell Westbrook, and he shoots that in for 3 points, and it's now 25-60. I'm going to pass it to Shaq O'Neal. He's now the celebrity. He's been in so many films and TV show episodes ever since he retired from professional basketball. That's why everybody likes him. He's a funny guy. And now Russell Westbrook has possession of the basketball, and he's going to pass it to Shawn Kemp, and he attempts that dunk, but turns out he didn't have the ball. And Russell Westbrook gets a shooting foul, and Shaq O'Neal, he goes to the free throw line again. You guys saw from the first quarter, he got fouled, but he actually made an extra point to count with that. And now Williams has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to Shawn Kemp. And there is a block on George Mikan. And now he passes it to Jerry West. And then Kobe, he's going to shoot this in from mid-range. And that's going to be a 2-pointer. So it's now 67-25. Alright, now this is going to be a 72-25 lead. Kobe Bryant, he's going to shoot this in for 3 points. And it's now going to be 75-25. Total points scored in this game would be 100 combined by both teams in today's episode so far. And now Brown, he's going to go up, and George Mikan, he gets a shooting foul. So apparently the Oklahoma City Thunder do get a chance actually to make it to the free throw line. I'm going to pass this off to the great Kobe Bryant, and he's going to step back, shoot this in from long range, and that's going to be a 3. So it's now 78-28 here in Staples Center. 5-time champion Kobe Bryant. He's going to pass this to Kobe, and he's going to shoot this in from 2 points, and it's now going to be 80-30. End of the third quarter, so it's now a 50-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. Your State Farm assist of the game, he passes it to Shaq O'Neal. That was that foul. And LeBron James passed it to Shaquille O'Neal, and we now have possession of the basketball. And I'm going to pass this to Kobe Bryant. He's going to go up, and there is a foul. And it's Dennis Johnson who makes that shooting foul. And Kobe makes it to the free throw line, and that was an excellent release there. So it's now 83-30 here in Los Angeles, California. So Dennis Johnson has possession of the basketball, and Brown, he makes that in for about 2 points. So we're 100% in field goals. We haven't missed a single one all game. So Kobe, he makes that in from 2 points actually. So it's now going to be 85-32. And the Lakers are doing really well in those Sunday white. So they've worn white at home on Sundays since 2002. So Kobe there, he has 34 points, 4 of them from mid-range, and Kobe makes a steal and he makes a one-handed dunk, and it's now going to be 89-30 here in Los Angeles, California. The Black Mamba, he was nicknamed after the venomous snake in sub-Saharan Africa, the Black Mamba. And I think they're arboreal, which means they can also live on trees, and they're limbless, so they're the only limbless reptiles from what I know of. So Bryant, he steps back, makes a mid-range shot, and it's now 91-34. He has 38 points, 10 of which were in the paint. So Bryant, he's going to shoot this in from long range, and he makes it in. So it's now 94-34 here in Los Angeles, California. So we're dominating over this OKC Thunder team. And Bryant, again, he makes that spectacular dunk. And he's been doing a super great job in this episode. He's going to take home New Balance Player of the Game. So now Rashad Lewis, he gets fouled by George Mikan. All right, now the Los Angeles Lakers have 99 points. But the question is, will LeBron James score the 102nd point for the LA Lakers? The answer is yes. So, I mean, Kobe Bryant, he had 43 points, and Shaq O'Neal makes the reach-in foul. So that means they have a field trip to the free-throw line. And they actually make that first one count for the OKC Thunder, and they make another one. So I'm going to pass this to LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native. And the Akron, Ohio native uses his right hand to dunk. So that is lit on fire. So I give LeBron credit for being the GOAT. I mean, he won 4 NBA titles, 2 with Miami, 1 with Cleveland, and 1 with the Los Angeles Lakers. And Ellis, he's going to pass it to Paul George, who is a Palmdale, California native. And LeBron James, he's going to shoot this in for 3. And that's going to count for, 2 rather, for the Los Angeles Lakers. And we do take that timeout. And the New Balance Player of the Game is Kobe Bryant. And I'll explain more about the numbers in just a minute. But first, we have to complete this game, and then we'll do statistics. So 106-36, and they make the free-throw line, and the Lakers are going to win it in 40 seconds. 40 seconds or less from now, they're going to win this game, and LeBron's going to get that assist from Kobe, and Kobe, he's going to make that in for 2 points. So it's now 108-38. And Williams, he passes the ball to Paul George, and it's now 108-40. So now Kobe Bryant, he shoots this in from 3 points. So 8-23. That was his birthday, August 23rd. Would have been more iconic if it was 8-24, because he started his career with the number 8. All right, now there's 11 seconds to go, and I'm going to pass it off to Pau Gasol. And Pau Gasol makes it in, and we'll see you guys at the end of the game. So the game is over, and the LA Lakers win it 116-40 in the Staples Center. All I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this content. Please stay tuned for more videos, and I'll explain about the statistics. So Kobe Bryant, 48 points, 2 assists, 7 steals, 20 for 20 in the 3 field goals, 6 for 6 for 3-pointers, and he had 2 dunks. LeBron James had 4 dunks, 25 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals on the day, 3 for 3 in the free throw line. Pau Gasol had 11 points, 1 assist, and 1 steal, 2 dunks on the day. Shaq had 8 points, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Kevin Durant had 10 points in all. Russell Westbrook had 9 points and 1 assist. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll show you the next matchup. Alright, the next episode will be the old-time Orlando Magic traveling to Houston, Texas in the 281 to battle off against the Houston Rockets. That wraps it up, everybody, and we'll see you guys next episode. Have a great night, everyone.